It is chaos here. I have no other way to state it. I just got back from Vegas, as you know, if you watched that video, which I hope you will. That video meant a lot to me for a lot of reasons, not the least of which I was really pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. But I just got back. I had a little bit of a cold. You might still be able to hear it. I'm feeling better now. But it put me back and delayed some things I was hoping to get done this past weekend. My brother and sister are coming for a visit. They get here on Saturday. And this week, I need to get the rest of Christmas put away. I need to film at least one video for my other channel, Content Creator Break Room, and I can't do that until I put Christmas away. That will make sense in just a minute. My husband is finishing painting one of the guest rooms, which needs to be ready for my brother or sister to stay there. Not sure which room each of them will take yet. And need to get like the rooms like guest ready, right? Like I want to shampoo the carpets in there. I want to get them little gift baskets with water and some niceties and things like that. I need to make sure the towels are fresh, change sheets, all like the normal guest stuff. Also looking at possibly doing a change for my mom to a different level of care. Way too much to do. Way too much to do. So of course, I'm bringing you with me because as you know, y'all really help me get shit done. So let's go. Okay, here is the situation in the basement / filming studio for Content Creator Break Room. This is where I film my videos. I have new lights that came in that need to be set up, and Scott's going to help me do that probably tonight. But before we can do any of that, obviously, Christmas needs to be put away. I got as far this morning as taking, you want to go out, Scooby? Okay, just a second. Taking everything out of the Harry Potter closet. I probably could vacuum in here. Yeah, definitely need to like pick up the debris and vacuum. Is that a water stain? I don't know why there's a stain there. There's nothing wet there. There's just carpet. Hopefully that's not a water stain. I never saw that before. I think it just showed up on camera. Anyway, so need to vacuum this and then I need to reorganize this. So the reason I have to pull everything out, maybe this is obvious, but I have to put really Christmas stuff in the way back, then the Christmas stuff that's for Vlogmas videos, because those start earlier than regular Christmas stuff. And then I have to put Halloween stuff here because obviously it is not easy to get things in and out of this closet. And last year I made the mistake of not putting it away sequentially. So I had to pull everything out. What a pain in the neck. Also, for those of you that have a closet like this, I do have nails in the wall, and that is to hang whatever, like garlands or wreaths, which is really, really helpful. Never had a closet like this before we moved into this house, and it's very helpful. But what's not helpful is all of this. So we've got to get our act together and get this straightened up. Okay, I realize that seemed a little like madness probably, but what we have is way in the back is like the nativity, the advent calendar, the Costco advent calendar, and the Christmas tree ornaments. Because of the Christmas decor, those are the things that go on last. Then in front of that, I have like the rest of like family room decorations, that sort of thing. Although to be fair, some of that is stored upstairs. And then I have my office Christmas tree stuff for down here because I'll start filming Vlogmas videos hopefully earlier this year. I won't be quite so under pressure to get it all done. So I plan on starting like late October, pre-filming some of that stuff. So that stuff to decorate down here is in the middle. And then here on the outer edge, we have the fall decor. That's what's these that are right here. I think I did it. Okay, so here's the basement somewhat organized. That chair goes there when I'm not filming, but I'm gonna hopefully film a video down here today or tomorrow. I need to get those new lights set up, but this is what you see when I film videos over on Content Creator Break Room. So this used to be, those of you that have been watching me since I first started on the YouTubery, totally blue, Blue's Clues blue, and there's like a cutout there to the stairwell. So we hung a curtain there to disguise that. Thank you for the idea, my wonderful interior designers. And yeah, so I have a podcast microphone. It's up there. It needs to go there. So hopefully, probably not going to get it done today, but hopefully tomorrow. So I really love the way this space turned out. It's super cozy and it works about half the time, 60% of the time I'm using it for work, and the rest of the time we'll come down here and, you know, just read books, have tea, whatever. And I really like it. So there you go. The dogs really like it too. Okay, that's today's big project done and dusted. Now I have a ton of other things to do. Walk the dogs, go visit my mom. I have a bunch of admin work to do, but this is project week. So Monday's project was put away the rest of Christmas and clean up the basement studio space. Done. Where I always run into trouble with productivity is I get something like that done and I'm like, oh, well, now I should go ahead and do this. Now I should go ahead and do this. And then I end up biting off way more than I can chew. I'm still recovering from getting sick, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do the project that we designated for today and nothing more. So moving on. Hello. We are in my office. It is not the next day. I had hoped it would be the next day, but yesterday I was feeling particularly heavy about the state of the United States. And I did do my project, but I couldn't quite bring myself to film it. So this is both an encouragement and an explanation. The encouragement piece is, especially for those of you that are content creators and you're trying, or just trying to do a job of any kind, and you're finding yourself functionally paralyzed almost at times, where you're so overwrought with everything that you just can't quite seem to get the thing done. So I could get the thing done, but there was no way I could get the thing done and film it, if that makes sense. But the thing that I got done, I'm very proud of. It was getting my sister's room ready. She's coming for a visit this weekend, she and my brother both. And I'll talk maybe more later about why they're coming, but there's just been a lot going on with mom and we're having to make some changes. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. But yeah, so I got her room ready and it's the same room y'all have seen before. I filmed so many packing videos in there, but I gave her a little vanity area that was kind of makeshift. I bought a couple of lamps. I bought a little end table. And it was so good for my soul to create something. So if you're feeling that way, like just stuck because of the weight of the world, I strongly recommend a little project, a little beautifying project in your house, in your yard, something that just makes you feel like you have some semblance of control over something. So I did want to share, I just put it on. If you're thinking that my cheeks look pretty, I did get some PR from Jones Road Beauty. And it's these 3 different products. One is, and these were free. They're not paying me to use them. They just send me PR sometimes because I love them and they know that I love them. One is, and I don't love them all, so that's my preface. Of these 3, one of them is getting a thumbs down from me. But it's the gel tint in the color Dusty Rose. This little eyeshadow, Just a Sec eyeshadow in Dusty Rose. The whole kit was in Dusty Rose. And that's like this fun little palette that you just put on with your fingers. Real casual, real easy breezy. And then this lip color, which this is different than the lipsticks I've had from them. It's called the Lippy Stick. No, this did not go on well. It was cakey and very, very dry. Not at all like the other lipsticks I've had from Jones Road. However, I will say this tint I loved, especially for travel because it's smaller than my Miracle Balm, and it went on really, really nice. And my hope is that it will stay. And I think it's super natural looking. And I do like these eyeshadows. Not sure I would buy this. This one, okay, so they sent me 3 products for free. Of the 3, this one I will continue to use and will probably buy again independently. This one was nice and I enjoyed using it. Probably wouldn't purchase again. This one I will probably not use at all. And unfortunately will probably go in the trash because it is just not good. It could be that it's just the texture of my lips or whatever, but it literally just caked. So that one's a no-go. But as always, I'm grateful. I think it's a great company. I love their What the Foundation. On and on it goes. Okay, that's enough about that. Today's project is vacuuming up here. Well, it's already been pretty much vacuumed, but vacuum the room that's got painted, and we need to steam clean those carpets. Now listen to me when I say I'm going to be very vulnerable with you and show you the disgusting carpet in my son's room. This carpet was in this house when we bought it. By the way, I've told y'all this before. Never, ever, ever, ever move into a house thinking you're going to get to changing the carpet later, because later will never come. Change the carpet before you move in. We did not do that. It's fine. Giving ourselves grace. We were moving from one state to another. Kids were in school. It was chaotic, but I regret that decision on the daily, and today is one of those dailies. So the carpet's gross. My son's rescue dog used to have some potty problems up there. Ducky, she is way better now, but she used to have issues. So there's some pee stains I have to address, and the carpet's just gross. But if you're into good before and afters, this should be fun. I have a Bissell carpet cleaner. This is the second one I've owned. I'll show you guys how it works and all of that. They're wonderful. The first one I owned, I had for like 10 years. And then I just had to upgrade it for their newest model because it just got too worn out. But yeah, stop talking, Jennifer. Let's get into it. I'm out of breath because I had to bring the vacuum cleaner up, and then I had to bring the carpet shampooer up. So this is the one we're using. This is the carpet now. Just hope for the best. It is going to be what it's going to be. I would like to get an area rug for in here to cover it up. I don't know if I'm going to have time, and my brother isn't going to care, but I at least will know that it's clean, even if it's still really gross. Okay, 2 quick things. Number 1, it's doing pretty well. Is anyone gonna think this is brand new carpet? Absolutely not. But I've done this half of the room. I haven't done this half over here yet. However, one thing I will say with all of these carpet cleaners, they act like a full tank is gonna do a whole room. If you have really thick, dense carpet like this is, and you have to go over areas multiple times like I'm having to, no way. You're for sure gonna need at least 2 tanks. So we're all the way through with this water. Oh, it's so gross. Look at that. Oh my God. Why do we live like this? Oh, so gross, Scooby. Perfect. No. You can still see some stains. I'll go after a few of those with the actual stain remover, the carpets need to be replaced. There's no getting around that. That cannot happen before this weekend. So for now, at least I know it's sanitized. It actually smells really good, so I'm not worried about that. It actually didn't smell that bad anyway, but yeah, few spots that need some more work. By and large, though, I'm really happy with it for very old carpet. Hello, welcome back. It's project day 4. I didn't do any projects this morning. This morning I went and got my hair cut, saw my friend Michelle, that was great. Did a little shopping, bought a couple things at Bowdoin that you'll see. I had one return to make and I bought a couple other things. Not this video, but in the next video probably. And a big package came and I'm opening it on camera because I'm not exactly sure what it is. I have kind of an inkling of what it might be, and it's something from CES. So I want to open that with you guys. And then our project for today is to do the finishing touches on the 2 guest rooms that my brother and sister are going to be staying in. As we talked about, those are my twins' rooms. They're still my twins' rooms. They will be my twins' rooms as long as we're in this house. But I do want to make it comfortable for my brother and sister. So we're going to go upstairs and I'll show you all of that mess. But first, let's open this very surprising package. It's going to be super anticlimactic if I open this and it's like toilet paper and paper towels from Costco. Okay, qu'est-ce que c'est? Okay. No! Okay, it is what I was hoping it is. These are the most lovely people. I met them at CES. I got to chat with them. They invented this, and I'm going to show it to you. It is a digital bird feeder. I mean, it's a regular bird feeder. Did she send me multiples? I think she sent me 2. It's called Feather Snap, and this was gifted to me. So I'm going to look into this. I will get back with you guys on it. We were really, hold on, let me straighten up because this is awkward. Okay, so it looks like she sent me the hummingbird feeder and the regular size feeder. And this is a bird feeder that you put out in your yard, and it takes videos of the birds, and then it tells you all kinds of information about the birds. So I haven't tried it yet. I will be trying it. One of these is going to go to Mom's assisted living facility because the owner and I talked for a long time. I think she was the owner. She might have just been a representative, but I think she was the owner, about how great this would be for the assisted living because then they could play the app up on the TV in the common area and show the residents all the different birds that came to visit. So thank you so much, Feather Snap. I'm very excited to try these. And it was just a great interaction. So then to have this show up at my door makes me really happy. Some parts of my job are super challenging. And then some parts of my job are just like wicked fun. Because who gets a free bird feeder sent to their door? I do, apparently. I love it so much. Okay, so now we're up here in the room where I clean the carpet, and it's a lovely room. It's my son Will's room. It's a beautiful space. The views from this room are absolutely wonderful. But right now, it looks a little bit like a prison cell. So we need to warm it up. There's no artwork on the walls. There's very little furniture. I don't have time to buy any furniture. So my project for today is to just hopefully, listen, it ain't La Boheme. This is not going to be designer perfect. That ain't the channel for that. I said the word ain't twice in 2 sentences. Oh well. But I do want to make it look welcoming and warm. I think I have some artwork elsewhere in the house that might work in here. So yeah, we're just going to give it a try and see what we can come up with. Okay, so here's where we are in Project Warm Up This Room. I found these blue pillows, which I think are really nice. There are curtains for this room. They're just gray. They're nothing special, but they're in the dryer because curtains get really gross. Anyway, pulled those down. I'm washing those. I think I'm going to put up, as we know, I don't have time to go shopping for artwork. So I have this 3-picture thing, which needs to be dusted. And this top one actually has my brother in it. So this is the last time that we were all together with my dad. So I like this going in here. And it also has a picture of my mom. And then I found this mirror, which I could hang, I'm thinking, over the bed. Is it weird to have a mirror over the bed though. The other option for the mirror would be to put it on this wall, but then it's just sort of floating. But the good news about putting it on this wall, you're supposed to put mirrors up where they reflect something beautiful. And if I put it on this wall, it reflects the trees. So I like that. Thinking. Okay, I'm just complicating things now because I also found this mirror, and I think I like this mirror in here better. And I think I'm going to put it on the wall there, and then I'm going to put this above the chair, and this one is going to go where that mirror was. This is my process, by the way, every single gosh darn time. I have not really talked about this before, but I have a few hobbies that I don't do videos about because I want them to stay my hobbies. And one of them is interior design. Like when I'm on YouTube, if I'm watching YouTube videos, it is Architectural Digest home tours, historical home tours. I love like Southern Living home tours. Not so much like perfect design as much as creating warm spaces with what you have. That's really my thing. I don't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of new stuff. We do need some new furniture for this house. As the kids have moved out, they've pilfered a few things, with my blessing, of course. But it means like I don't have a dresser in this room, and I refuse to buy a new dresser. A, because they're absurdly expensive. B, because the older ones are so much better made. Maybe that's right. I don't know. C, or 3, it's better for the environment because wood is a resource, right? And we want these things to have as much life as possible. And consignment stores generally have a ton of dressers that are in pretty decent shape. So I don't have time for any of that. All I have time to do for this room is to put up what I have. And I think moving those 2 mirrors will be really good. And it's not going to change it in here dramatically, but at least it won't look like a hospital room. So. Okay, I'm really happy with this. It turned out cozier than I thought it would. I put a couple of different kind of photo montages up in here, which I think my son will appreciate when he and his partner are back staying in this room, which they will be very soon. I put a couple of little books over on the table that I thought my brother might like. I'm gonna grab some bottles of water and some snacks, put those in here for him, a little plant on the table, and it's very cozy. So tomorrow, all I have left to do is I'm gonna get some flowers for the entryway into this area, and then for my sister's room, and a little bouquet for the bathroom. I need to like make sure the towels are clean. I know the bathroom's clean because my cleaning people were just here. So just a few more finishing touches. The curtains I washed and dried. They're a little bit wrinkly, but those will fall out because I actually took them out of the dryer when they were still slightly damp. And I'm pleased. Again, it's not a 5-star hotel. It's my house. And there's some, stains on the carpet, and don't look too close, but hopefully it will read, I'm really, really glad that you're here and I love you. And really, as you're doing your own spaces in your own home, that's what you're going for. You're not going for, are people on the internet going to like it? I mean, this may not be anybody's style, or, is my neighbor going to like it, or whatever? Would it look good on Instagram? You're going for, will the people that are going to stay here feel welcome and loved? And I feel like I hit that note. Another quick thing, just a couple of whenever you have guests in your home, you want to make sure they have space for their things. I've purchased a luggage rack that's in here. There's also room in the drawers in the bathroom and room in the drawers in the closet. So that just communicates that you have made space for them. And yeah, it's really fun. They're here to help me move mom to memory care and to visit with mom, which is hard for all of us. And so I'm feeling like we're all going to need as much TLC as we can possibly get. I remember how emotional it was for me when I would go visit when she was living closer to them. And I'm sure they're going to have some of the same kinds of emotions because at the end of the day, Alzheimer's is an incurable disease, and we really don't expect to have mom for terribly much longer. And so every visit has a lot of weight to it. Okay, project done for today. Tomorrow, it's going to be getting the bottled water, cleaning the towels, finishing touches, and I'll show you like final reveals on both rooms. And I think that'll be it. That's exciting. Okay. Okay, project week. Today's projects were pretty small, and I actually didn't bring you guys with me because we had to go to Costco and buy the flowers. I did 4 bouquets. One I put in the entryway, 2 smaller ones I put on either side of the piano, and then I did a little one here in my sister's room. I love having fresh flowers in the house. I don't know if you used to watch Young and the Restless, but I will never forget, was it Kay was her name? I can't remember her name. The like matriarch of Young and the Restless. She's long since passed, or Jill. It was Jill. And she had flower delivery. And I remember thinking, if I'm ever really, really rich, I'm going to get flower delivery. Okay, so I don't have flower delivery, but I do fill my home with fresh flowers whenever possible. And one of my favorite tricks is to go to Costco and get a huge bouquet that's all in one color, like the white one that I got, and then another bouquet that is a variety of different colors, and then mix them up. And I was able to make all 4 bouquets from those 2 bunches of flowers, and each were $20. So I don't think 4 beautiful bouquets for $40. I mean, that feels like a pretty good deal. Not as good a deal as it used to be, but I can always rely on Costco to be pretty consistent with things like that. And I'm really happy with the way they turned out. This was a lot of work this week. I think it's good to have company every once in a while because things that you put off, or, company that's not your own children who can, fend for themselves and figure it out, but special company, kind of like royal company, like if the king and queen were coming, because it forces you to go through every room and really look at it with a critical eye. And there were things that we had put off for so long that I am so relieved that we finally got done. As I said, is this house perfect? Oh, golly, no. This house has a lot of projects still ahead of it, a lot of things we want to do, a lot of, there's paint scratches, there's carpet stains, there's issues here and issues there. But I do feel like she looks pretty good. For her age, she looks amazing. So, it was a lot. And if I hadn't had y'all to film and hold me accountable, and it really, I needed a fire lit under me, and having my brother and sister come did part of that, and then filming it for you all did the other part of that. So thank you so very much. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you're finding joy. I hope this video gave you a few minutes of something to focus on that is not the world around us, and I hope that your day today can be peaceful, because that's what I hope for all of us. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!